Hello. Yes, finally. Hello, hello. Okay. Okay, just make sure you can hear me. Can you say yes in the chat? Yes, okay, very good. Okay, hopefully it's stable and Zoom doesn't let us down again. Alright, so, okay, no time for introduction, so let's just jump into the questions. So have this on your table with you. Okay, with your calculator, so because we're doing problem sums. So I need to be quick when you have the questions, when I have questions for you. Okay, so let's start. So at a party, okay, there are equal number of boys and girls at first. Right, so with a highlighter or a pen, could you underline equal number? And at first, halfway during the party, 8 boys left and 4 girls joined the party. In the end, there were twice as many girls as boys. So same thing here, underline or highlight, 8 boys left, 4 girls joined. Twice as many girls as boys. Okay, so how many boys were there at the party at first? Alright, so looking at our strategy, if you have the first page of your worksheet, okay, we have to draw the model at equal stage first. So let's start with that. You have girls and boys. So equal stage means they both have the same. Okay, since the equal stage is at first, remember you highlighted this. Okay, at first means we are working forwards. So from this, 8 boys left. So take away the 8 boys, minus 8, and add in the 4 girls who joined. Okay, make sure you have this on your worksheet. Right, then in the end, there were twice as many girls as boys. If twice as many girls as boys, it means that the girls should have 3 units and the boys 1 unit. So this model that we have here right now, okay, the girls in total will be 3 units. As for the boys, 1 unit. Okay, because you took away the 8 boys already, they left. So by repeated identity here, this 1 unit you can bring it up. And you can bring up this 8 also. So over here it's obvious, but let me write it down in case you cannot see. This is 1 unit. Alright, so can someone tell me, how do I match the units to the numbers here? How many units are there? What's the difference? Okay, can you type in the chat? Very good. Okay, 2 units. That's very good, Ryan. You even told me what is the 2 units. Okay, so 2 units is 8 plus 4. 12. And then find 1 unit by dividing by 2. So you have 6. Okay, what else? They're asking you for boys at first. So boys at first, AF. Okay, is it just 1 unit or you have to add the 8? Okay, let me know. Should my answer be 6 or 6 plus 8? Good. Okay, 6 plus 8. So your final answer is 14 boys. Okay, so you have to add the 8 boys in. For those of you who don't get it, it's because 8 boys left only halfway. So at the very beginning, you have to add the 8 boys back in. Okay, very good. So we're done with this question. So let's try the second question. Okay, I'll leave this here a bit longer. So for those of you who are still copying, you can still copy question 1 here. Okay, so Ron and Ken had the same number of cards at first. After Ron and Ken lost 36 and 6 cards respectively, Ken has twice as many cards as Ron. How many cards did each of them have at first? So apply the same strategy. Okay, you should recognize that this is a comparison question. Okay, let me clear this. So always start with equal stage. Okay, highlight same number at first. Lost 36 and 6 and twice as many. So draw the equal stage first. Since the equal stage is at the beginning, we are working forward. So now, after Ron and Ken lost 36 and 6 cards respectively. So this means that you are taking away 36 from Ron and 6 cards for Ken. So you have to take note, are they taking it away, are they losing it, or are they buying it? So this time around, both of them are losing it. Okay, so you have to take away 6 from Ken also. And at the end, Ken had twice as many cards as Ron. So this means that Ken will have 3 units and Ron will have 1 unit. So the remainder here is 1 unit. As for Ken, okay, bring down the 1 unit. And the remaining here should be 2 more units because total for Ken at the end is 3 units. Right, so can you see the difference here? These 2 units, what does it represent? Correct, Win. 36 minus 6. Okay, Dominic, yep. Right, so 36 minus 6. Okay, this will give us 2 units. And that will be 30. So with this, you can find 1 unit easily. Divide by 2. So 15. Right, but don't stop here. We have to find the answer. So read the question again. How many cards did each of them have at first? Okay, can someone tell me, do I use Ron's model to find out how many cards they had? Or do I use Ken's? Or can I use both? Either, anything. Yep. Okay, you can use both. But I'll always opt for the easiest one, which is Ron. Because Ron is just 1 unit plus 36. So Ron at first, AF. Okay, will be 1 unit, the 15, and then you add the 36. So your final answer should be 51. Yeah, okay, most of you got it. 51. So they each have 51 cards at first. Okay, so you're getting the hang of this type of question. So what if they make a twist to it? Let's look at this next question. Okay, so Mrs. Tan had a total of 115 oranges and apples. Okay, she sold half of the apples and 25 oranges. In the end, she had equal number of oranges and apples left. Okay, let me clear this. So underline equal number and left. Find the number of oranges she had at first. Right, so this question, okay, the equal stage is at the very end. So let's draw that first. Okay, oranges and apples equal. Since we are starting at the end, okay, this is whatever is left, we have to work backwards. So we are adding back whatever was sold. So she sold half of the apples, and then she's left with this. So we have to add back the other half if we're working backwards for the apples. Right, and then for the oranges, you give the oranges back by 25. And then at the very beginning, they had 115 in total. So all of these 3 units here are equal. Okay, and you see there's this excess here, this extra 25. So if we take away the 25, okay, you can have 3 units. So what is that? Okay, good. Some of you calculated already, 90. So you can find 1 unit, 30. Okay, you divide by 3. Yes, okay, so some of you got the answer already. Very good. So to find the number of oranges she had at first, okay, at first will be oranges. At first, 1 unit plus the 25 that she sold, because haven't sold yet. Haven't sell yet. Okay, so this will be 55. Yep, correct. Okay, Qingyang and the rest. Okay, very good. A lot of you got 55. Okay, so if you're confident, you can try 2 by yourself and then check the answer on the screen with the rest of us. Okay, I'll leave this here for a bit more. So question 2. Hans and Jack had a total of 216 stickers at first. After Hans bought another 24 stickers, Jack gave away 60 of his stickers to David. Both had the same number of stickers left. So same number left. How many stickers did Hans have at first? So draw the equal stage. Hans and Jack, equal stage. Right, and then since it's at the very end, you have to work backwards. So this is only after Hans bought another 24 stickers. So this means that the 24 we have to take away from Hans. And then Jack gave away 60 of his stickers, which resulted to this. So if you're working backwards, you have to give Jack back the 60 stickers. So this gives you a total of 216 stickers at first. Okay, so if you see here, these two are not equal, but you can bring down this 24. Which will now result us to these 2 units here. Okay, so 2 units is equals to the total minus 24 and minus 60. Okay, don't forget you shouldn't add in an extra 24 here. It's a minus. You already took it away. So these 2 units will be how much? Okay, correct. 132. So with this, you can find 1 unit, divide by 2. Which will give you, 66. Okay, good. Okay, now check the question. How many stickers did Hans have at first? Okay, so Hans at the beginning, okay, he hasn't bought the 24 stickers. So this means that Hans only has 66 at the very beginning. Hello. Okay, for those of you who just came in, right, the second question of strategy 1, or was it the fourth question? Yeah, the fourth question. Why only need to minus 24 only? You mean why do I need to minus only 1? Because this 24, you already took it away when you're working backwards. Okay, Hans bought another 24. So to get to our first stage, we have to take this away. So this 216 only involves 2 units, 24 and 60. Okay, when you're done, go on to the next page. Okay, so this is a excess and shortage question. I never add in the 24. At the beginning, Hans, he didn't have the 24 yet. Can you see here? He bought another 24. So that means at first, he didn't have the 24 stickers. So you shouldn't add the 24 in. Yeah, the keyword is bought. Okay, can you highlight this if you don't understand why you don't add in the 24? Okay, moving on to this question. Okay, so if you look at the strategy that we have here, okay, you have to identify what are the excess and the shortages using keywords. And then draw the model and then find relationship between units and numbers, then solve for the answer. So what do I mean by the keywords to find excess shortage? Let's read the question. So Mrs. Kumar bought some sweets for a group of children. When she gave them 4 sweets each, there are 10 sweets left. Okay, so if you have leftover and a remainder, is it excess or shortage? Okay, reply me in the chat, let me know. Are these 10 sweets excess or shortage? Okay, good. Right, a lot of you got it, excess. When she gave them 10 sweets each, she is short of 20. So this short word here is really a hint. It's shortage. So with 1 excess and 1 shortage, okay, we can draw the model. So let's take this model as all of these sweets. So total sweets. Okay, when she gave them 4 sweets each, there were 10 sweets left. So 4 sweets, 4 units, 10 left. Then now we deal with the shortage. So if there's a shortage of 20 sweets, that means this total sweets is not enough. We have to have 20 more. Okay, only when you have 20 more, then you can give them 10 sweets each. 10 units. Okay, so the first step is done. This model is important for you to solve the rest of the question. So what can you see here? This is 4 units. So the remaining portion of the model here, how many units are there? See, you can type in the chat if you can see it. 6. So 6 units. So this 6 units represents what? Good. Okay, 30, 10 plus 20. How is it 6 units? Oh, okay, you see here is 10 units, right? Okay, then you compare to the model on top. This 4 units. So the remaining here will be 10 units minus 4 to get you your 6 units. So with 6 units as 30, you can find 1 unit. So 30 divided by 6. Okay, that will give you 5. So how many children are there? Okay, simply 5 children. So if you ask me, hey, why 5 children? Why is this the answer? Okay, if you look at this model here, total suites. You have 4 units here. So if I give all of these 5 children 4 suites each, so 4 units will be 4 times 5. And then you add the leftover 10 here. That will give you a total number of suites. So for this kind of question, it is not always 1 unit will give you the number of children there. Okay, it will always be the number of children there, but they won't always ask you for that. So there are times where they will ask you, how many suites does Mrs. Kumar have? Okay, so if the question asks you, how many suites does Mrs. Kumar have? What should I do? Anyone? Okay, can you all type only irrelevant answers in the chat? Don't disturb everyone else. Nabil, correct. Okay, so some of you get it, some of you don't. So this is not part of the question, it's another type. If they ask you, how many suites does Mrs. Kumar have? So you have to find 4 units here and you add 10, because total suites here. Okay, if you don't understand, it's okay. We have another question below. So let's take a look. Mrs. Tan bought some stickers for her pupils. If she gives each pupil 3 stickers, she will have 18 stickers left. Excess or shortage? Excess. If she gives each pupil 5 stickers, she'll be short of 30 stickers. So short. Okay, immediately you know it is shortage. How many pupils are there in her class? So let's start with total stickers again. And deal with the excess. So if she gives pupils 3 stickers each, so 3 units, she will have 18 left. So the 18 left here. But if she gives each of them 5 instead, not enough. You need 30 more here. So if I do have this 30, I can then give each pupil, okay, I can fulfill the 5 units. Alright. So here is 3 units, you can see from the first model here. The remaining is 5 units minus 3 units. Yeah, so a lot of you can see it already. These 2 units here is 18 plus your 30. So 2 units equals to 18 plus 30. Okay, that will give you 48. So 1 unit will be 24. You can divide by 2. So 1 unit will be your number of pupils, 24. Okay, you can write it down if you scared you forget. 1 unit is the number of pupils. Okay, that'll be good. Okay, if you have any questions, you can ask me after the class. Okay, you just circle the question. Yeah, a bit hard to digest this question. So you have to practice more. Once you get this strategy, you'll be fast. Why is 1 unit the number of pupils? Okay, I explain again, so you listen carefully. Okay, look at this model here, total stickers. Okay, if she gives each pupil 3 stickers, and 1 unit is the number of pupils. So let's say, okay, we already found 24 here, right? So 3 times 24 will be the total number of stickers, okay, that she gives to the pupils. And then she'll be left with 18. So you add whatever she gave to the pupils to what is left, will give you the total number of stickers. So that's why 1 unit will be the number of pupils. Same thing here. 5 times the number of pupils, okay, because if she gives each of the pupil 5 stickers, so 5 times number of pupils will give you the number of stickers. Alright, okay, let's go on to similar but different type of question. Okay, this question. So Madam Ho bought some stickers for her pupils. If she gives each pupil 3 stickers, she will have 44 stickers left. Excess or shortage? Excess. Yes, correct. If she gives each pupil 5 stickers, she'll be having 20 stickers left. Excess, shortage? Excess. Class will probably end around slightly later, 9:05, like that. Because there was delay at the beginning, so if you want to stay and continue with the questions, then you're welcome. But if you want to leave ready and go and eat, also can. Right, because there was a delay, so we wasted quite a bit of time at the beginning. Okay, so this time around, this question, you have 2 excesses. Okay, compared to the previous questions, you have 1 excess, 1 shortage. So you always identify how many excess and shortage first. So with that, then you can do the model. So the model will look like this. Start with total number of stickers. Okay, so for those of you who have tried, okay, your answer will be 12. So you can try the next question if you're confident. So the excess, we deal with it. So let's do the first one, 3 units each. Okay, you have 44 left. And then this time around, you have another excess. There's no shortage here. So for excess, you draw the total number of sticker model. So this time around, you give each pupil 5. So these 3 units, here will be 5 units. Okay, and you have 20 left. So same thing, identify. How do I find how many units is how many stickers? So look at this. If this is 3 units, this will be 2 units. So they will make up the 5 units at the bottom here. So with this, you can find out what is 2 units. 44 minus 20. If 2 units is 24, divide by 2, 1 unit is 12. So how many pupils were there in her class? 12. Because 1 unit is the number of pupils. So same thing, if they ask you how many stickers does she have, what must you do? Take your 12 pupils, which is 1 unit, times 3, and then add the 44. Or you can times 5 and add the 20. So depending on the question. Okay, so make sure you read it. How many pupils are there in her class? They're asking for pupils. So answer is 12. Not 2 ways, but 2 types of asking you. So 2 types of questions that they might ask you. So everything else is the same, but the last part here, this part, how many pupils are there in her class? Yeah, they might change it up and ask you how many stickers did she buy. Okay? So take note of the last question that they ask you. Alright, so for this question, Miss Kim bought some sweets for her pupils. If she gives each pupil 4 sweets, she will have 38 sweets left. So left is excess. If she gives each pupil 7 sweets, she will have 14 sweets left. Excess again. How many pupils are there in her class? So always start with the total number. Of sweets. Okay, so you have 4 each and then 38 left. So 4 units, 38 left. And then you have another excess. So the excess model for the second one will still be the same size. However, this time she's giving 4 sweets each, so 7 units. 7 sweets. So 7 units, and then you have 14 left. Right, then you compare. This is 4 units. So the remainder here should be 3 units. Right, so can you let me know 3 units is what? What must you do? Okay, 3 units. 38 minus 14. So 3 units will be 24. So with this, you can find 1 unit divided by 3. So 1 unit is 8, so there are 8 pupils. Yep, so a lot of you got it. 8 pupils is the answer. Why should you minus 14? Well, you have to take note this part. Okay, the highlighted portion. This 38 is made up of 3 units plus 14. So to get my 3 units, I must take 38 minus away the 14 to find out 3 units represents how many sweets. You have to write down this. Okay. Right, so we'll be dragging a bit more for the higher order questions. So if you need to leave, you can do so. But if you want to stay for the rest of the questions, you can. Okay, we'll be doing the higher order questions. Okay, so I'll leave this here a bit more if you're still copying. 2 more, correct. Okay, so let's start with the higher order question. So Natasha used 238 necklaces. She used 16 beads for each necklace and 9 beads for each bracelet. She made twice as many bracelets as necklaces. After making the necklaces and bracelet, she sold each necklace for $25 and each bracelet for $15. So we need to highlight some keywords first. Right, she used 16 beads for each necklace and 9 beads for each bracelet. And then she made twice as many bracelets as necklaces. So how many bracelets did Natasha make? Right, so the approach to this is using your value of a set. Okay, so a set or one group, one set. Okay, you have 1 necklace plus 2 bracelets. Why? Because this, look at what you highlighted. Twice as many bracelets as necklaces. So 1 necklace here and 2 bracelets. So what's the value of it? Okay, 1 necklace, you use 16 beads. As for the bracelet, okay, you have 9 beads. So 2 times 9. What's the value of 1 set? Anyone can calculate this? Mm, 34 beads. So this is in 1 set, and you have a total of 238 beads. So what we're trying to find is to find out how many sets of 30 beads are inside this total of 238. So you cannot see, you can imagine you have one set of 34 beads. So you keep adding until you reach 238. So number of sets will be total divided by 1 set. Okay, so you have 7. How many bracelets did Natasha make? So you have to answer the question here. Look at in one set, how many bracelets do you have? 2. Okay, so looking at bracelets, okay, let's do a bit of working here. Bracelets. If one set you have 2, and you already found out there are 7 sets. Okay, so you need to multiply by 7 on both sides. Correct. Okay, so this is how you get your 14 bracelets. So bracelets, 7 times 2, 14. Part B. Natasha sold all the necklaces and bracelets. How much did she collect from the sale of all the necklaces and bracelets? Right, so for part B, we know the bracelets, you have 14. For the necklaces, okay, necklaces, each set got 1 only. So if you have 7 sets, that means you have 7 necklaces. So the total sale, okay, you just need to times the number of bracelets and necklaces with their cost. So 14 bracelets times bracelet is $15. Okay, then you add in 7 times your cost of the necklace, $25. So when you type this into your calculator, don't forget to bring in your brackets. Okay, if you don't, your answer will be completely wrong and be so wasted. 385. Okay, good. Okay, so this is how much Natasha would earn from selling these necklaces and bracelets. Okay, anyone still needs time to copy this? Okay, we're on to the last question. Okay, so question 2. Okay, Betty and Diana have 109 coins altogether. Betty has 25 more coins than Diana. How many coins does Diana have for part A? Okay, so the keyword is 25 more coins. So part A, Betty, Diana. Betty has 25 more than Diana. In total, they have 109. So take away the excess of 25 here, the extra, to give you 2 units. So your total is 109 minus away the extra here. 2 units will be, what do you get? 84. And 1 unit will be, okay, divided by 2, 42. So Diana, only 1 unit, so she has 42 coins. Okay, so let's get into part B, which is a bit more complicated. Diana has only $1 coins and 50-cent coins, so a combination. Total amount of money she has is $25.50. How many 50-cent coins does she have? Okay, so this question, okay, part B. Hello, please don't spam the chat. Alright, so this question, they want us to find out how many 50-cent coins. Okay, so I saw someone said must do assumption. Okay, correct. We'll be doing assumption. So not sure if there are students from my class here. Assumption was the acronym A what? ASDA. Asta, correct. Okay, so the keyword is how many 50-cent coins are there? So you must assume, assume the opposite. So if they want 50-cent coins, you assume that all of these 42 coins that Diana has would be $1. So 42 coins, each of them is $1, you will have $42. What is the S here? It is the shortage. So shortage, they told us that the total amount is $25.50. But right now we assume that it is $42. So let's find the difference. This is the shortage. Okay, thank you. Yep, 1650. Can you see? Let me shift it. Okay, y'all don't need part A already, right? Let me shift it down. Okay, then moving on to D is the difference. So what is difference? It is the difference between the two items that we're working with, which is your $1 and your 50 cents. So take your $1 minus your 50 cents. That would be 50 cents. Finally, you will get your answer. How do we do that? Okay, take the big difference here. Divide by the small difference. And that will give you, 33. Okay, so immediately 33 will be your answer. 33 coins. So if you assume the opposite, your answer will be what they're asking you for, 50 cents. Okay, so I'm done with the worksheet. Okay. Alright, so you also need time to copy? Okay, then I'll leave it here for a bit longer. Right, so thank you for joining us today. That's great that you learned a new strategy. Yes, so I'll be staying here for a while. So if you have any questions regarding those questions that we did today, I'll answer them. So you can stay back and ask me. Yeah, so any questions you can ask me. And I think next week we'll be doing whole numbers too. So same timing. Hopefully Zoom won't let us down again, and we can start on time. So if it's a bit fast today, don't worry. If we can start on time next week, then the pacing will be much better. I'll always be here at the end of the lesson. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. Okay, so alright, thank you for joining us today. Let's see this. So if any questions, our programs, @parkwaymaths. Email us maths.accelerator.center@gmail.com, or you can just simply WhatsApp us. Yeah, 8725-7203. Okay, you can take picture. Don't take picture of me lah. Can? You can screenshot or you take photo or note it down if you want to know more about our programs. So next week, same timing, whole numbers 2.